guys, welcome to another interesting episode of Gist with Essay. Don't forget to create a watch party if you're joining us from Facebook Live. And if you want to call in on the show, the number to call on WhatsApp is +447466951641. Yeah, it's February and it's still the month of love. We're still talking about love. Today we've got two guys in the studios with us. BIGLEF is a recording artist and sound engineer. He's got a new single dropping tomorrow on Valentine's Day. Wow, what a time to drop a single. And it's titled Love in the Air. So he's going to be streaming on all platforms tomorrow, or all social media platforms. You can get his music. Before I bring him into the studio, I'm going to play you a little teaser of that song. Our second guest is a consultant. He's a managing partner of the firm LBT Advisory Partners. Okay, so let's just, guys, I'm going to bring in our first guest now. Oh, and his name is AKINOLA. Hi, Aki. Okay. I'm going to get started with BIGLEF before I add him on. Let's see if we can play his.
Fucking with my memory, turning no temporary. Loving you is all I need. She put a spell on me. Fucking with my memory, permanent no temporary. Loving you is all I need. Shawty, oh yeah, get down, kill it with the most. Arc your back and bring it down low. Get down, kill it with the most. Kill it, yeah.
Yay! Hi, BIGLEF. Okay, let's add BIGLEF to the studios. Hi, BIGLEF.
What's up? How you doing?
How you doing? I'm good.
Nice. Just in here chilling and enjoying the vibes and everything. All the love in the air things.
All the love in the air thing. Whose love are you needing?
All the love now. Man, long story.
Long story. Okay, you're going to tell us that story at some point, but right now, tell us about yourself and how you got into music.
Man. So I go by the name BIGLEF, born and raised in Nigeria, obviously, and from the Niger Delta, songwriter, sound engineer, singer, a creative in general. And long story short, I got into music way back in like I think 2005, because I just finished like secondary school at the time, and
Okay.
I had like 1 year to like stay home before I started like university or whatever, because I was too young to go to uni at that time. So then I met Kellyville. I met Kellyville back then, like he was just rapping, I was like, damn, like this guy is so dope, man. Like, so at first I wanted to just be his manager. I was like, you know what, dude, like you're so talented, like I should manage you, like I didn't know nothing about music at that time. So me and him went to the studio, we recorded his first single. I know we recorded his second single, we did like a remix to it at that time. And then he had me do a hook. So he let me like sing the hook because he knew I knew how to sing at that time. So we went to a music competition in Asaba, I can't forget. And for some reason we won the competition, me and him. And
That's
from that
cool.
day it was way up after that, man. Like nobody could tell me nothing about music. Like I took it seriously after that. And it's just been it's been a crazy journey, and yeah, definitely. And I've been doing music since then. But yeah, that's
So
how I
what's the
got.
difference between doing music in Nigeria and in the US?
Man, in the US, doing music out here is more serious. You get to learn like a lot of things, like like the back end part of the music industry. Like how to like copywriting your music. Like signing up for you to get your royalties. Like it's just more of a serious environment, and you have to learn how to monetize your music too, besides just trying to blow up you want to send your music to like movies, like soundtracks, like have your music get placements with soundtracks and all kinds of stuff, and like also helping other people write music, which is very important because sometimes as an artist, like we focus on, I just want to blow, I just want to blow, but at the same time, if you're so talented, like you should be able to share your talent with other people. Like I could write a song that I'm supposed to write for myself for somebody else because it might do better with the other artists than myself. So it's more of kind of like falling back and not being selfish and also sharing your gifts with people. So doing
True.
music out here kind of like gives you that mentality. So like I feel happy writing a song for somebody that I feel like would be a hit on their project, then just hold back to the song and like, oh, I want the song for myself.
Yeah.
Of
Okay.
course, as an artist, we focus mainly on like, oh, I just want to put out good music and promote, but at the same time, you also have to like share your gifts with other people. So I think that's what doing music out here has taught me.
Right. Okay. Okay. Cool. So, what inspired your new single, "Love in the Air"?
Um, I mean, we've been in love, and we've been in a place, where we felt, love and stuff like that. But it's like, I just get inspiration from just all my past experience, and being in a relationship and knowing what love really is, and
Mhm.
like, I'm grown, I'm an adult, so it's like we all have experienced that moment where we feel like we're in love, and we know how it feels to be in love. So it's like I just feel like sharing that, with that record. And when I heard the beat, like it kind of like spoke to me. So I was like, you know what? Let me just vibe on this one and give them that love vibes. You feel me? Because usually I talk about like more serious stuff or more playful stuff, but I was like, let me just tone it down a little bit and be on my love vibe, definitely. But that was what inspired it though. Just my experience with being in love and being that being in the moment of like when you fall in love with somebody, like it's a certain feeling, and everybody has felt that way before. So
Mhm.
everything I'm talking about is not like it's not new to certain
It's
people.
relatable. Yeah.
It's relatable. So yeah, like definitely that was what inspired it. It's not one person in particular.
Okay. We'll come back to that in a bit. Let's bring in our next guest.
All right, definitely. Is he back?
Yeah, he is. Hi, Akin.
Yeah, he is. Hi, Akin. Yeah, hi. Esse.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Yeah,
tell
okay,
us about
so
yourself. I tried
tell us about
to
yourself.
add you earlier, but
To add you earlier, but
okay, that's better now. Yeah. So, I can tell us about yourself and what you do.
I didn't get the last part of your question.
Tell us about yourself and what
Tell
you
us about
do.
yourself and what you do. Okay, so I'm a management consultant. I'm also an aspiring e-commerce entrepreneur. So, as a management consultant, some people are like, "So, what do you do?" So, a layman's interpretation of what I do is this: the same way somebody who is physiologically ill goes to see a medical doctor, right?
Okay.
That's it. So imagine a business owner who has any kind of issue with his business, could be profitability wise, could be
Okay.
people related, could be process related. Such whenever they have these kind of issues, they come to people like us
Okay.
for to help them look at the issues and resolve them. And
Okay. Cool.
it's a very broad discipline.
Mm, I can imagine that.
I can
So,
imagine that.
what's your
So,
greatest
what's your
inspiration?
greatest inspiration? What's my what?
Your greatest inspiration
Your
in life,
greatest inspiration
generally.
in life. My greatest inspiration in life. Yeah, so basically, so what I think the what primarily led me to consulting was around service.
being able to help people because when you see you come across various types of issues and you are involved in getting them satisfactorily resolved. There's this satisfaction, like this feeling you get that yeah, I was part of this. So and in the past, this is 2021, in the past 17, 18 years is what I've been doing. So that this level of fulfillment to get that, yeah, you see small companies that you are part of the process of them being set up, maybe from the conception stage to putting
Yeah.
together the business plan and all of that, and it's grown quite big. You'd be like, yeah, I was part of this.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
Okay, all right, that's cool.
So we're talking about relationships today, right? It's relationship is the love season, Valentine in the air, and all that. But before we get into all that, Akin, can you tell us what's the difference between dating back in the day and dating now? What are the challenges that single men face?
Okay, I've had this conversation with some of my friends in the last couple of years,
Okay.
and and I have my greatest fear is that down the road, um, well, I pray it doesn't become so, but down the road there'll be a higher rate of relationship or marital breakups than before. Why do I fear so? We have various dating apps and all of that. So when my people of my generation, when we were younger, we had a small network of people we related with physically,
Okay.
right? But now people who are growing up now have a wider network, but their level of relating, communication, all of that is virtual. You're relating with people. Okay, so I've worked with people that I've never met, right? We've worked on projects, right? But take away. So let's move from the professional to the personal. You meet somebody online, you communicate and all of that over a lengthy period of time, and then you get to meet and you spend a week or a fortnight together, and for some reason there's no chemistry or whatever. So you know people connect virtually, and then when it comes to the physical, there are issues. So it's imperative that we try to understand the benefits of technology, and then let people know that there are certain things that we still need to go to the orthodox way.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to come right back
Okay,
to
I'm going to come
you.
right back to you.
Yeah. So before we talk about love per se, let's BIGLEF, I'd like to know why you joined the association that is trending now, because I saw your post and I'm like, what? Why would he do that? Yeah, you're a member of the Stingy Men's Association. As a matter of fact, you're the treasurer of that association. Why?
Yeah, yeah, I'm a member of the Stingy Men Association, Treasurer California branch, not the entire association, just California branch alone. But yeah, sometimes as you grow, you kind of like just take a step back. Like what he was saying, like people connect these days virtually, and it's so
Mhm.
fast how people date these days, and it's so fast how sorry to say, like people take dating for granted. Like it's like
Mhm.
some women be like, they just feel like they're hungry, and they'll just call that one guy on their phone that this guy don't need to disturb me since make I just call and make I go chop free food. It's just it happens like it happens every day. Every like
Wow.
people fall victim of that stuff every day. And then you take her on the date, she shop finish, you drop her off. You will not hear from that girl again for like months. Maybe and then
Wow.
she's bored again. She'll just scroll through her phone and find out one guy that that she doesn't even care about. Since this stuff happens, I'm not even like making things up. This is like real life.
Really?
I have female friends that will tell me, oh, like I just hang out with him because he spends money and buy me stuff. They don't have any kind of connection. They don't like the guy. They don't even like your looks or nothing like that. Like,
Oh, wow.
but they will just tell you what you want, what they feel like you want to hear. So it's like, yeah, I joined Stingy Men, Association because of that. Because it's like you have to be wise. If you want to spend on a woman, make sure you spend it because you want to spend on her, not because of what she's telling you, not because of the vibes that she's giving you. Because vibes can be confusing too, because somebody can read you and read what you want to hear, what the things where they switch you for ear. They go tell you all those things. Finish. You just
True.
kind of go spend anyhow. So, me personally, like. I like to go on, my first date. Like, I would like to go on something simple. Like, let's go take a hike. We'll go take a
Okay.
hike. We'll not buy food now. We'll buy water, drink, take a hike, talk, and having conversations with people is important. Like, because you want to connect with somebody, you're dating. So, yeah, like I don't know if that answers the question, but that's the part of the reason.
Yeah, because
I'm a member of that association.
when I saw the trend, I was like, okay, what are these men saying? Are they tired of spending money on ladies? Or it's because it's like the bond straight is everywhere and it's a lot of money, and it looks like if you're asking me out or you're dating me and you're not getting me bond straight, you've not even started yet. That sort of thing. But if you're dating only one girl, why are you being stingy to her? So that's the thing. Those of you who are joining the Stingy Men's Association, no, we need to really investigate you guys properly. Because
let me tell you the truth, right? A man will spend money on a woman he likes, period. Whether you be Stingy Man Association or not, you're gonna spend on a woman you like, regardless of any other thing that is in the back of your mind. But what the association is just guys are just tired of spending money on girls that just want to waste time. You understand? Like, if you want to waste time, just waste time. No, carry my money during the time where you want to waste. You understand? Like, so that's the idea behind that. And like people that feel like they deserve your money when they haven't earned that position in your life. Like, they just, today they'll call you, I need this. Tomorrow they'll call you, I need that. Next tomorrow they'll call you, oh, something happened. This is it's like, yo, like, am I your dad? Like it's like
I was not going to say something about that. Yeah, but let me take a comment from Isat's African Queen. She says, which one be hike again? BIGLEF don't turn Oyinbo. So like, seriously, yeah, you tell me you want to take on the hike, like, seriously? No, dude.
Listen, I take hikes, so no, hikes is, trust me, hikes is the best date you can ever take any woman to. Your first date, actually.
No, maybe not the first date. Nah.
No, listen, hikes, you will talk, you will drink water. Water is free. Listen,
you keep emphasizing on water.
Both of you will get small exercise. You understand?
Okay.
Sometimes too, she will sweat the makeup off her face because it works. Trust me.
Just go to her place at 6 a.m. You see her without makeup. Yeah, that's true. My husband used to do when we were dating. Initially, he would come and say, I'm coming to drop something off. And then the first time he did it, I just laughed at him. I said, you just came to see how I look without makeup. Leave all those things.
FaceTime. Technology these days too. Like, you just FaceTime the boost.
But I don't have to take your call on FaceTime. True. Okay, so let's go to Akin quickly. Before I go to Akin, before I ask Akin the next question, I'm still on this whole issue. I just want to say, back in the day, in my time when we were much younger and, guys, I think that the upbringing of a girl is important and it plays an important role. Okay. I was coming from a background where my brothers, I have older brothers, uncles, brothers, friends would come and take me out. I was a kid. I'm talking about primary school. So it's not like it was, do you get what I'm saying? So we used to go out on trips all the time. We used to go to Terry's Park. If you lived in Lagos, you would definitely know Terry's Burger. They used to take us there. They used to take us shopping. They would travel abroad and they would buy us clothes and everything. So when I started dating, those things were not enticing to me. So if you came to me as a guy and you're saying, oh, let me take you to Sweet Sensation or I think it's TFC. I can't remember the name now. I'm not tripped, honestly, because I'm like, hello, I've been doing that since way, but you have to bring something more, So I think that if parents actually spend their time doing these things for their kids, girls won't go out hungry. Why would I tell you, just for food? And a lot of girls are doing it, sadly. Yeah. Akin, what do you have to say about that?
Okay, there are two things I pick out from BIGLEF's what BIGLEF just said. The first thing, it's you meet somebody this in these present times, and starting or holding a conversation is a 12-unit course. So you it, well, so the female, no, in fact it's cut across both genders. A lot of people out there are hollow and shallow minded,
Mm.
right? And so and this is one of the reasons for this is that our reading culture has been completely wiped out. You mention something, you will expect anybody who has some basic education to know, and the person will look at you like, what's that? So, I've met ladies, no, not ladies, I've met slay mamas, right? And you engage them in a conversation, and in 2 minutes, I'm like, I'm with the wrong person. So that now the second thing he said, about the hiking. So if you're hike, it takes somebody who has some basic level of cardiovascular endurance to go on a hike. So if a guy is with a lady, they're hiking, and after 5 minutes, either party is panting, then there are question marks. Because if you are going the whole 9 yards, Houston, we have a problem. Esse, tu comprends?
Okay. So
Esse,
yeah, okay, I'm listening to you.
do you understand? Do you understand
No,
my
you
train
said
of thought?
Houston will have a problem. I didn't get that.
Houston have a problem. It's a slang, so it means that
Okay.
there'll be problems down the road.
Okay. Isaac is disagreeing with me. He said, "No, be so." But here's my thing. Here's my thing. If I'm panting, yeah, it doesn't mean there's really a problem. Maybe it's something, an area of my life I need to work on. So if I'm agreeing to work on that, if I go on a hike with you and I realize, okay, I need to do better with my physical fitness and all of that, and it's something I'm willing to try, then I don't think that that's a problem. Okay, Isaac
No,
says people don't like
what he's saying basically is that, like, when a man goes on a hiking with a woman, right? And for a guy, you only walk like 0.5 miles, and you don't breathe, like, say you want that. Also, a woman can take that into judgment that you cannot last when you guys get in bed. So it's really more for the guy than it's more judgment for the guy than
for the guy, yes.
Yeah, so it's like if we're going to hiking and it's like after walking like 0.5 miles, I'm already telling you, oh, let's go back. I'm tired. It's like, okay, yeah, this one will go feel, you know, go feel and if you perform pretty much. So it's kind of like it's a like a systematic way to judge somebody, but yeah, it's usually the case most of the time. So yeah, like, and also like when you walk in and you talking, like having a conversation, you get to see like how good of a conversation person the other person is. Because most of the time there's nobody around. You guys are just walking, so it's like you have to be able to like keep the conversation going. Because when you go for dinner, we're just eating. Half the time, some people don't like to talk when they eat. If we go to the movies, people don't like to talk when they're in the movies. They're just watching the movie. And
Mm-hmm.
usually the only thing people do in the movie is probably maybe they will just give you a kiss and that's about it. But it's like you guys are not really connecting. Like you guys are not talking. You guys are not saying anything. And I feel like for a first date, like you have to put yourself in a situation where you having a conversation because sometimes you can even read a person and see where they are, like mentally, like I don't want to take somebody to my house or take them to a very public place where they could even embarrass me. Let's go for a hike. It's public enough for you to be yourself. But when they
Okay, so
yeah.
let me cut in here.
All right, go ahead. Sure.
Lisa seems to disagree with you guys, and so do I actually. She says, but it might be that the person is just tired that day now. Yeah. She said, and then she also says, me, I can be the fittest and the laziest person depending on the day you meet me. And I agree with that. So yes, it's if I really like a guy, I wouldn't judge him that way though. I would just think, Egbe and Ole, do you understand? You're not physically fit. I won't think that far. I don't know. That's just me. And then going to the movies is fun. That's the problem. A lot of people pretend when they meet each other. Because if I'm my true self, yeah, I don't go to a movie and I'm quiet. No way. There are times when people have to say, can you please let us watch the movie? We're discussing the movie as we're watching it. And I remember the first time my husband took me on a date was actually to a movie. We went to see a movie and I was disturbing the guy. As in, I was playing and taking the popcorn and doing all of that. So he saw, okay, this is just who this person is. She's a playful person. That was just the real me. And then we're watching the movie, and I'm like, nah, like that kind of stuff happen. Do you get what I mean? So we're having, and then sometimes we're like, okay, that's so loud, and then we whisper and all of that. So it's only when you guys are pretending to each other. If you're not pretending, I don't think that any of these things will be an issue. And please, if there's any lady here who would judge a guy because he's panting, just no, I think he's all wrong. He's wrong. But then that serves you guys right? I mean, you look at a lady and you see her without makeup, and then you say, oh, she's not pretty. Or I have to see her without makeup if I make up my mind. Like,
not really though. Like me personally, like I like the makeup thing. You feel me? Like it's cool, but it's like at the same time, it's like the only reason I want to see a woman in a natural looks, I just want to see if she's confident rocking being her natural self. It's not like
okay.
because the makeup will make her look better or anything. Because if you choose to approach anybody, depends on the way depends on how you met them the first day. If you meet them when they have makeup on, like you already approach this person that you like them. If you liking a woman
Mhm.
what she did to herself to look attractive to you, then you're in it for the wrong reason. You know,
Mhm.
if a person attracts you, of course it's physical at first, but at the same time, it's like I'm not attracted to you because of the stuff that you put on your face and what you've done to yourself to make me attracted. I'm just attracted because I just like the person. The makeup is extra.
Okay.
So yeah, like I feel like any guy that would like be like, oh, I just want to see you without makeup so I can make up my mind. Or Benny, you're in it for the wrong reason, for real. Like that's just my take.
Okay, that's cool. So let's still talk about, a woman being comfortable or confident in her own skin. Yeah, and that takes me to another trend, the silhouette challenge. I'll take Akin first. What do you think about the silhouette challenge?
Umbo, abeg, say na red light district. Make people know say na red light district today. Abina, for me,
What do you think
I
it
that was
says about this girl?
it's I don't know. It's well, fortunately for me,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a sister and I'm yet to have a daughter.
Okay.
If I had a sister and she engaged in all of this, I would come down very hard on her because it's
Mm-hmm.
absolute whack. I don't, a woman, there are so many biblical representations of how the female gender is superior to the male gender. So I
Okay.
don't know why a woman has to embark or engage in a challenge to get some kind of affirmation from some people about her looks or her physique or whatever. It doesn't make sense.
I agree with
It
you.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I just personally think that these ladies have self-esteem issues. That's just how I see it. I don't, because they're going too far to prove a point. What's the point really, that what you have a good body or what? You don't need to go that far to do that. And then on the last episode of This with Essay, we had ladies come on and I asked the same question and they said, look, some of these girls are just selling their market. So like you said, red light district, yeah. So they've brought the red light district to social media. You get me? Because now COVID is not letting the guys go out. So hello, just look at it. If this is your spec, hit me up. That's what I think. But let's hear what BIGLEF thinks about that.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I've been entertained. You know, I with the I see I go look me. I
Oh
dey
my
look
goodness.
like I'll just watch for the entertainment. But at the end of the day, I feel like technology is just it's kind of crazy. You feel me? Technology and besides technology, everybody's very, 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 very bored right now. So it's like a lot of the
Hmm.
challenges is getting to a lot of people because anytime a challenge come out, everybody feel the need to do it because they have time in hand. You know, regardless of what it is, I can start something tomorrow and be like, challenge this challenge. Everybody will join because they think, you know, that's the right thing to do.
It's
Because,
trending.
and we're in a culture now where it's like, even regular girls, they have, I don't know if you heard of OnlyFans. So
What fan?
there's a thing in America called OnlyFans. So it's like, it's a
Only
website,
fans. Okay.
OnlyFans. So it's a website where like girls go, they do like, they display like their body parts, like post whatever kind of naked pictures and videos, and they'll make people pay to subscribe. I don't want to even feel
Wow.
like I'm advertising this platform on here, but you know, it's just something that people should like. It's really crazy. Like all these challenges that people are doing, they're on primary school things. That silhouette challenge that you're even complaining about, that's like
Wow.
elementary compared to this. Like, so they'll have videos, pictures, and all kinds of stuff, and people pay $30 a month to subscribe just to watch all these videos this girl's post. And I'm talking about like this one. This is not professional. Like you don't have to be a professional model. You don't have to be a professional actress or anything. Like a regular girl that works at Starbucks down the street has an OnlyFans.
Oh,
That's the kind of thing I'm
wow.
talking about. Like it's really that big and popular here in America. I don't know about UK, but it's so crazy. So that's why when I see the silhouette challenge, is like that's like super elementary. It just I just watch it and it's entertaining and I just look. You know, I don't even think too deep into it because it's way worse things going on than even
Yeah.
that challenge because people have so much time and we're in an industry where sex sells and they're really selling it so crazy on social media that it's like you cannot even do without one day. Sometimes I go on my Instagram and I just scroll through sometimes and I don't follow people because
Mm.
like some of the content is like I don't want to wake up in the
I
morning
know.
and check my social media and the first thing I'm seeing is
Facebook
just
and Instagram.
it's like I just straight on follow some people. If your content is not something that's educating, it's not something that's motivating me. Like all those naked pictures and all that stuff is cool, but it's like that's not the first thing I want to see as soon as I get on my social media.
It's
Or maybe I'm at the
true.
airport. I'm trying to look for a certain photographer or some information. I open my Instagram. Somebody stand behind me. Can they see Yash the shake? I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? But that's not what I went on social media for, though. But the person
True.
who's judging what I'm doing, like, oh, he's over here in the airport in an open area looking at naked women. So it's like that silhouette challenge, like, it's entertaining, but to each his own. You feel me? If you feel like you don't have a career or something in the future that stuff is gonna, they're gonna hold stuff like that against you, then go ahead and do it. But if you know you have something, a bigger goal to achieve in life, and you know all these videos that you are posting is going to come back and haunt you because social media never forgets.
Never.
They keep record of all this stuff, like all these things we are doing and we're thinking it's just joke. Like they keep even this our conversation we're having, all this stuff, like they keep record of every
Yeah.
single thing. one day you go day one position for your life where you say you want to get like maybe you're in a spot where you're about to achieve one of the greatest things in your life. They'll just bring that stuff, that silhouette challenge you did that time. They'll just bring it and put it in your face, and that's how it works. So
True.
it's like I said, to each his own. The challenge is funny because like it's entertaining because I'm a guy. I'm single, so it's like I watch stuff like that and laugh. But at the end of the day, it's like, what do you want in life? Do you want to just be doing those challenges and be keeping up with social media and always posting nudes and stuff that will be detrimental to you later down the line, or
Later down the line.
you just want to follow a trend because you're bored? So yeah, that's just my take on that.
Okay, thank you. Let's take a comment about the OnlyFans from Issa. She says, unfortunately, OnlyFans was not made for nudity. It was made to post exclusive content and make money, like show your art and get money, but it's turned into something else. So that's what it is. So, it's sad because everyone is trying to turn everything now into some sort of sexual. If you don't add any sexual theme to what you're doing, then it means that you're not going to sell. It's sad, but it's the reality that we have to work with. So before I go to Akin, let's talk about love. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Are you covering your face? Why are you itching right now? Talk to us. Is there someone special you're spending Valentine's with? BIGLEF.
Like you see, I'm in the studio. I think that's the only special. I mean, I already got my Valentine's gift, of course. Like, I don't want to make it look like I'm just this guy that don't, like, I already got Valentine's gift. A friend of mine bought me like what do you call it, gentleman's Givenchy set of like cologne and stuff like that, and like gifted me like $200. You feel me? Like, I'm still expecting more gift from people, so it's like,
wait, let's get it straight.
Yeah.
You've already started getting gifts.
Yeah, like I have.
Okay,
like,
but that wasn't my question though.
Yeah.
But before I pose the question again, let me say this. Okay, you're not married until you're married.
Yeah, facts.
Right? Fine. So, is there someone special you're spending Valentine's Day with? Who are you giving your gifts to? Are you also sending gifts to different people?
Yeah, a couple of people.
A couple of people.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back. Special someone.
No, special someone. Let me see. I think I have like four of them.
You see why he's in this Stingy Men's Association.
You don't even ask me who are these special people.
Who are the four special people? Leave that to me. Get me. Four special people.
No, I have like some really good women in my life, like,
okay,
besides just somebody who because this is the thing, I was baptized Catholic and I know how Valentine's, the holiday, started. Let me break it down for you, because I'm not like everybody else that celebrate Valentine's just because boyfriend and girlfriend. It's not like that. Valentine's started in the Catholic church tradition, so it's like it's a day where you show love to people that you actually love in real life. It doesn't have to be sexually connected. It doesn't have to be like people that you're dating or whatnot. So, of course, my mom, I'm gonna video call her. Spend time talking to her. My sisters, and a couple like like people that I have romantic interest in. Like just friends though, but it's like kind of like it's just mutual. Like just like cool people I'm cool with. I'll just call them and like send. Extend greetings to them, like buy a box of chocolate and send to like a couple friends, and just stuff like that. That's how I do my Valentine's until I find a serious girlfriend. That's how I'm celebrating mine. Yeah.
Okay, so that answers my question. There's no serious girlfriend. You just have a couple of love interests.
Not yet.
And yeah. Okay, Tommy and Adam says, "Guy, be careful. Be careful. Oh, this special person matter can blow your cover here." Okay, so here's the thing. Yeah, Valentine's is the day to show love. It doesn't have to be romantically linked, love interest or whatever. I agree with that. But for people who are in a relationship or people who are married, yeah, and are busy, Valentine's for me is a day that you set aside just to make out time to spend time together, because your busy schedule doesn't allow you all the time to do it. So you just, okay, on the 14th, let's just do something. It's something to look forward to. Okay, that's how I see it. So I don't have anything against calling your mom. I've spent loads of Valentine's with my mom before when I was single, and then I've spent it with my girlfriends. We're all single, and we just decided to go have fun, for the day and all that. So it doesn't have to be someone that you're romantically linked with. But you've answered my question. So for the single ladies in the house who are interested, there's an available man. Let's go to Akin and hear from him.
Yeah, for me, I feel the whole thing about Valentine is overrated, and it's now commercialized.
Mm,
So why the sole emphasis on one day out of 365 to show love and affection to whoever is dear to me? So once I do that tomorrow, what happens from the 15th of February to the 31st of December?
mhm.
So yeah, so then beyond that, there are so many people out there who need some basic words of encouragement, some show of affection, and all of that. So, I think people should start to think of reaching out to people out there. In my secondary school WhatsApp group, we had we've had this series of conversations that we should reach out to ourselves from time to time. So
Okay.
there are a couple of guys who we've been very close for the past 25 plus years. We left secondary school. Yeah, there are people I don't relate with that much. Now, unfortunately, we've had to bury a couple of people in the last 2 months. In fact, one of them was quite tragic. So the starting point is reach out to people go out, help people, and all of that. It shouldn't just be commerce and the other room, because that's what it is basically. And then,
Okay.
I said about ladies expecting all kinds of gifts,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what are these species bringing to the table? What is the value add for them to expect all of these in return? Fortunately, I'm quite old and experienced. If I was much younger, I'll be very, very callous with the opposite gender.
Okay.
If I was
So
25, yeah.
Y- um, to be fair to the ladies, okay, some of us have things to bring to the table, okay, and some of us also go out of our way to get gifts for whoever we're expecting, gifts from in return, and it's not all of us that do the boxers thing. I've been seeing that trend on social media, like, please, men don't want boxers and vests or whatever this year and all that. We want something. Listen, I believe as a woman, yeah, whatever you expect, you should you should also be able to give. Okay, don't just sit around. If you're expecting 50% from a man, do you have 50% to give? I would definitely. I always say I have more than whatever. Like, when I said first I dated my husband, he asked me after a couple of months. He said, "How much are you willing to put into this relationship?" And I said to him, 110%, because at that time I was already convinced we're going to take it. We're going to get married. So I said to him, 110, more than the best of me, because that's the only thing that's going to make this relationship work. So do you understand? At that point, he either has to match me up or at least drop 100% as well. So I'm not part of those ladies, and I know so many ladies who are willing to bring, something to the table as well. Tommy, and them says to you, Aki, Valentine's Day has been commercialized. I concur, bro. True.
And let me
And
let me say one thing real quick. Although Valentine's Day has been commercialized, but at the same time, sometimes in life too, like these memorable dates, like I only don't do Valentine's and dedicate to one single person because I'm single. If I'm in a relationship, I would abide by but I'll stick to the process. You feel me? Like I'll do the whole rose petals and red balloons and all that stuff. You feel me? Like I know better to be able to do stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's like even it's certain things that are commercialized, in society that you don't have to conform to, but at the same time you cannot like knock them down because sometimes those little events can spice up your relationship. Whatever
True.
activity you do in that particular day, you don't have to do it like you go overboard, but just recognizing that this particular day exists and also like do your best to just make it a memorable day for the person you're with is also good because you don't want your girl to feel like you're that guy that's just gonna say, oh, Valentine's, I'm not supposed to do anything special for you. Like, it's just one of those. You understand what I mean? Like, you don't have to like dismiss it, but at the same time, you don't have to carry it on your head like, nah, maybe you
True.
said Valentine's. You understand? So it's like, just do your best and just kick back, And if you're in a relationship, definitely like, I know I have female friends, so it's like they tell me about stuff like like certain guys that they date, like, oh, I don't believe in Valentine's. Like, trust me, bro, they will go to the next person they will believe in Valentine's. Dead ass. Like, it's not even as long as it's not marriage. If you guys are just boyfriend and girlfriend, trust me, like you will even have girls that will exchange gifts with each other just to encourage themselves. As
True.
women, So as a guy, like there's certain romantic holidays that you have to, even if you don't believe, but just stick to it because you don't want to dismiss it at all.
Okay, so we're just gonna take 1 minute questions. So in 1 minute, yeah, you guys just tell me what's the weirdest. Okay, let's keep that. Let's talk about 3 traits that you want in a woman you would like to date or get married to. You guys are old enough to get married, so let's stick to marriage. 3 traits you want in a woman that you want to make your wife. Let's start with Akin. In 1 minute.
So 3 traits. Number one, she must have a sense of so how should I put it now? Okay, she must have a functional brain. I hope I'm not sounding sexist or masochist, but she must have a functional brain. 2, she must be very disciplined with funds.
Okay.
And 3, she must be successful. Every other thing can upgrade her professional level, but she's not. These 3 I highlighted. If she's very low on these 3, then yeah. So that's it.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Thank you. Let's
Okay, cool. Thank you.
so
Let's
let me ask you another question. What celebrity do you not mind having a date with on Valentine's Day? Any celebrity at all?
local or international.
Just pick one, either local or
International. I'll go Latino.
Okay. You're my kind of guy. Yeah, I love J-Lo. So yeah, BIGLEF, back to you.
Yeah, what's up?
3 traits.
3 traits. So you say traits, so it's something. Traits are like things you find out over time. You don't really see them immediately, but emotional intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Emotional intelligence, that shit is like key. And also a loyal woman and a woman with a forgiving spirit. Because as guys, we're gonna fuck up. And you need a woman who's gonna stick with you through your all the crazy things you can ever do in life. You just want to make sure you have a woman that can forgive you because if she doesn't have a forgiving spirit, just forget it. You understand? So those are the 3 traits. I mean, it's more, but it's like those 3 key things: emotional intelligence, a loyal, solid woman, and forgiving spirit. Yeah, those are my 3 traits.
Okay. Forgiving spirit. I agree with you. But why are you going on with the mindset that you would already mess up? Why do
Because
you think that? You don't.
we're humans, and it doesn't. A forgiving spirit doesn't even mean like I'm going in with a mindset that I'm gonna mess up. But I'm just saying it could be the smallest thing, but you just want a woman that can actually just forgive you and just like communicate. Because a forgiving spirit comes with somebody who can communicate with you.
True.
Because if you can't communicate with somebody, like, why would I forgive you when we're not even talking about the issue? So it's just, yeah, like a forgiving spirit is key for me, though. I don't know
Okay,
about
so
everybody else. Yeah.
okay, mention the celebration you would like to go on Valentine's Day with.
Um. Oh, celebrity.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Let me see. That's hard though. Let me see. Let me see.
Really?
Yeah, that's
With
hard.
all the celebrities in the world?
Oh, you talking about like in Nigeria or like what?
No, everywhere. Nigeria, you know,
Ooh,
everywhere. Just one.
just one. um. Damn. Oprah
If someone
Winfrey.
could give you a call right now and say, Big Clef, let's hang out tomorrow, who would that person be?
Oprah Winfrey.
Aha, there you go. There you go. Our time is um okay. I'm just gonna take this last comment and then from Isaac and then we'll call it a day because we've got really far on the show. When it comes to men, they don't talk or think about forgiving spirit though. It's always the woman that they are asking to have forgiving spirit. I agree with you, Isaac. Yes, that's something we still need to address. It has to be a 50-50 thing. It has to be a 50-50 thing. If you want me to be forgiving, then you also have to be forgiving.
I have
It's
a
simple.
forgiving spirit for sure. That's why I need somebody who matches that energy.
Yeah, but you see, the difference is this: the things that men hold against women are the most irrelevant. That's the way we see it. Like the smallest,
That's why you
the
need
most
a
trivial
woman.
things that you
Not
shouldn't even make an issue out of. That's what you keep hammering and hammering and hammering. You
true.
guys are not sometimes,
No, no.
but
You
we
know what?
forgive
That's why
you.
you need a woman who's emotionally intelligent because naturally, by nature, men we're not the most emotionally intelligent people. Like, and that's like science, though. I'm not trying to like
Mhm.
just talk because I wanna, I wanna like boost what do you call it? Like, try to make it look like what is not like according to science. Like, men we're not like as emotionally intelligent as women. So sometimes you need a woman who's emotionally intelligent to match your dumbness to like bring you up to a certain level because that's how life is. You don't want to be with somebody who's not emotionally intelligent because it's like you're gonna just think you like the shit, but when you with somebody who really like makes you level up is like you find a great woman and be great with her, like it's not like you
Okay.
want to just be your guy all the time, like you want to have the 100% say, like nobody can really check you as a person. So sometimes you need somebody to like bring you like kind of like make you level up. So yeah,
Okay.
emotional intelligence is like both ways, but definitely a woman. Yeah, you guys have endurance more than us, so yeah.
Okay, so thank you, Big Clef. That's let me just take one more. Let me just see what Akin has to say and then we end the show.
Yeah, so when B. Clef was talking about emotional intelligence and the woman with a forgiving spirit, do you guys remember Ruben Studdard at the song Sorry? In the apologize for the fuck up when go fuck up tomorrow and next year. That's what
In
that's what they
advance.
be. That's so
Don't worry,
that's what
guys.
it be.
We can cope. Yeah, we've learned now that we forgive you guys ahead of your mess up. Yeah, whatever you're gonna do. So I'm already forgiving you. So when it happens, I may react, but in my mind, I know, okay, I already forgave this dumb man, because yes, sometimes we look at it like that, this guy, But because I already forgave you in advance, it's easy for me. I just need a breather and then we're good. But we also expect you guys, like you said, to level up. Okay?
That's
After
emotional
some time.
intelligence right there.
Good. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Today was so much fun. Thank you for coming on the This with Essay show. It was good to have you guys.
Yeah,
Right. Until next time on This with Essay, everyone who joined us on Facebook and YouTube, thank you. Remember to stay positive, stay happy, and stay mended. Bye.
peace out, guys.